to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Max, Mr. Deem for How'sMyRollin.net. For the people, the many that know your name but know your works, please let the world know who you are, bro.
Yes, sir. I go by the name of S1. That's short for Symbolic One. I'm a music producer. I've been producing for about 13 years now, and that's about 5 years full-time as a career. And, man, it's just a blessing to be in the situation that I'm in right now. You know, God really put me in this position.
Yes, sir.
To really just inspire the world with my music and my creativity. So,
all right. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, what and who are your inspirations, and how do they make you do what you do?
Well, my inspirations, of course, my family plays a big part in that. You know, I have a really great support team around me, you know, from my wife, my boys, to my parents. You know, so I would say they're a big inspiration to me. And then also I have a lot of musical inspirations as well. You know, I listen to a lot of old classic 70s records.
Yes, sir.
You know, from like your Marvin Gaye to your Earth, Wind and Fire,
wow,
etc. So that you know, just listening to records, that's a big inspiration to me. And then there's a lot of other things, you know, just experiences that brings inspiration, and you know, movies as well, other music, movies. You know, just the whole, every aspect of living life brings me inspiration.
Man, that's great. Now, we understand that you play a little bit. Do you play a little bit of sax and a little bit of piano, stuff like that?
Well, I played alto sax. I started playing alto sax back in 6th grade, and I played all the way up till, you know, I guess a little after high school. So I do have that background. You know, and then also I play a little bit of keys. A lot of people think I'm just like this straight musician dude, but I actually get my program with my programming. It kind of makes up from, you know, what I don't know, and you know, as far as key wise. So I can dabble around. I know chords. I know what sounds good, and
that's
I can
crazy.
make it sound like I can play better than what I can.
That's real funny, man, because that's two things in common already, man, because, you know, I've been producing myself for a few years. And that's really funny because I was playing alto sax in 6th grade, except I was crashing my bike on the way home. So, you know what I'm saying? So I put it down because the dudes was clowning me. But anyway, that's cool, man.
Like I say, with my programming, I'm able to make up. And then, like, now I have a team. So I have a keys player. I have people that really specialize in their craft.
Right.
And, you know, when I put it together, it's just beautiful music.
Man, that's crazy. Now, let me ask you now, like I said, I've been producing and engineering for some time now, and you know what question's about to come out at you, right? Now, they all want to know, for all the upcoming producers out there, what are you using to make those cold beats? Like, for example, my two favorite things to use is the Motif XS and Reasons for, you know, whatever I might use to record it with. Now, what do you use?
Okay, as far as production-wise, what I'm using, my main brain of my setup is Reason 4 and Pro Tools.
Oh, man.
Reason 4 and Pro Tools. I always, you know, pull up my Pro Tools and I rewire Reason to it.
Yes, sir.
And I usually I do my drum programming in Reason, and, you know, mess around with sounds or sample chops all in Reason, and then I'll use Pro Tools to either layer sounds
give it the effects, right?
You know, yeah, exactly, or live instrumentation.
Oh yeah,
and then just mix everything through Pro Tools.
Oh yeah, that's
so I can use
strong.
I can use my VST plugins and everything.
Oh yeah,
but that's pretty much the setup. Of course, I use like other keyboards, like I have a Roland Phantom.
Yeah,
I use the Motif every once in a while, but yeah, I just pretty much just record live instrumentation into my main setup, which is Reason and Pro Tools.
Reason is a beast, I must say. So
yeah, man, I'm loving it. I need to get on that 5. I hadn't got on that 5 yet, but
oh, bro, so now look, that's something else. I'm a geek with that. Now I can tell you some all kind of cold stuff about that. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh yeah, oh man,
yeah. But hey, here we go. I'll get to you on a later note on that. But yo, back to where we're going, man. So you do tamper Pro Tools. That's what's cool. That's the industry leading software / hardware to use. Now, word is that you ended up going to Kanye's private studio in Hawaii.
That's correct.
Now,
That's correct, man.
you know they want to know about that. Please tell us.
Yeah, basically, as far as that situation, how that came about, man, I was working with my man Ron Fest on his album.
Right.
So I wound up producing like 4 songs on his album, El Che.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in Hawaii working with Kanye on Kanye's album, doing some writing and stuff.
Right.
So he happened to play some of my beats to Kanye in the studio.
Right.
And I guess Kanye came across that beat. So, you know, Kanye was blown away by that beat. So
as we all were.
Yeah. Ron Fest sent me a text and he was like, "Yo, Kanye is loving that beat. He said he's about to change your life." So 2 days later, I was getting my itinerary that they was flying me out, you know, to Hawaii that day.
Right.
So I flew out there, man, and got to, work in the studio with him for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And, make music and really be involved in the sound and creating the texture and all that good stuff, and just seeing him work and working on some stuff together. So it was a beautiful thing, man. It was a really beautiful thing.
Sounds like a blessed event, brother.
Oh man, it was.
Hey man, look, what's cool about you so far, man? You seem like a really humble dude, man. So we all want to know, where you from, man? I'm
from Waco, Texas, man.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in Waco, and I've been here in Dallas for about 10 years now.
I was out San Antonio for a little bit doing some music, man. That's crazy.
Okay, yeah, I have family in San Antonio.
Oh, word, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, we also want to know, who all have you worked with? Who have you been producing for that, give us a little bit of history on that.
Okay, some artists I've been working with, of course, Kanye West,
mm-hmm.
Ron Fest,
mm-hmm.
Erykah Badu,
Wow.
Rod Digger, Inspector Deck, and Ghostface from the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Who else? Like Yazara, Darian Brockington. Man, so many people.
I see that. That's good, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That definitely is awesome.
Man.
Well, now, as far as the people you have worked on, what projects are you currently working on that you're allowed to speak about?
Okay. I'm of course working with Kanye, helping him finish his album.
Right.
And then I'm working with a lot of good music artists now, from Common
mm-hmm.
to Pusha T, from the Clip.
Yes, sir.
Working with him. I'm working with like Talib Kweli. I got like 4 or 5 on his new album that he's working on. Well, man, it's been so many people hit me up, dude. Like after that joint, a lot of labels, like a lot of the Def Jam roster I'm working on stuff for. Yeah, man,
sounds like you got a lot on your plate, brother.
Yeah, I really do. And then a lot of stuff, a few things that's in the work that I really, like you said, I really can't speak on.
Correct.
Like you said earlier.
Correct.
But, hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll be able to confirm those as well.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, I'm gonna close it out real soon. So I'm gonna just ask you this right quick. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, man?
In the next 5 years, man, prayerfully I can just keep progressing artistically or creatively. I want to continue to evolve, my music to evolve. I want to continue to grow as a person.
Right.
And even besides the music, I just want to continue to grow, whether it be, continue to growing as a father and as a husband and as a Christian.
Oh, that's cool, because I got family too, brother. I understand that. Kids first.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just want to grow as a person as a whole, every aspect, from my music to everywhere and wherever God takes me. I just want to be prepared to go into places wherever He's going to take me to.
Okay. Well, that sounds really good, man. So I guess I'm going to close it out like this. Any words or advice you can give to any upcoming producers that's trying to do their thing, man, and get successful?
Yeah, man. I mean, just I can tell them, I can give them some advice based on my situation. What I've always done. Of course, I always keep God first, and I always acknowledge His works and His blessings.
Yes, sir.
So I think that's very important.
Yes.
Secondly, make sure you work on your craft. You know, make sure that your craft is, before you even start sending the people and sending the labels or trying to get placements, make sure that your stuff is able to compete with, things that's already in the underground or the mainstream.
For sure.
You know, make sure your craft and your material is polished enough where it'll be able to stand out. You know, when you're competing against these other people that's your competitors. So I would say that, and then third, I would say once you're at that point, man, just get out there and really grind with your music. Like for me, what I did, I started like sending beats to a lot of people, and people with pick beats, and then once you actually get a placement or once you actually start working with people, that really just put your music out there more, because people will start hearing that and be like, who is this producer? And they'll get in contact, and then it'll be kind of like a domino effect. Everything will just kind of fall in place from there.
Yeah.
And then get on the roads. What I would do, I would get on the road and I would get into these producer showcases, these beat battles, and then from there I would be able to showcase my material in front of hundreds, thousands of people, and then I would build relationships that way. People would come to me, and I would build my clients up and be able to build relationships with industry execs that's there. So yeah, I would say, like I say, based on my situation and my position, just perfect your craft, and then once it's perfected, grind with it. Like, yeah, just nonstop grind with it.
Positive note. I like to hear it.
Yo, what up, world? It's your man S1, producer of Kanye West Power, and you kicking it with me and my pals, MyRolling.net. Yo, what up, world? This is your man S1, co-producer of the Kanye West Power joint, and you kicking it with the Dean and Jay Harris with Maximus Music.